every Thursday at the Riot Theater, Jamaica Plains. And on top of that, you'll be able to check them out in 2 weeks at the Boston Comedy Arts Festival. Yeah, everyone please report together for Dave Thomas.
Hello. I really hope this goes well. I need it, it's been a hard week. I learned that the song My Immortal by Evanescence will still make me cry. And someone told me I look like if Jason Segel fucked Shrek. Which is fun, I like movies. People tend to assume I'm Jewish, even though I'm not. My RA in college came up to me and just like, hey David, you ever get mad when they call it Christmas break? I'm like, no. Why would I? He's like, well, because you're Jewish. They don't call it Hanukkah break. I was like, that's very true. Do you ever get mad when they don't call it Korean Christmas break? He was like, hey man, that's racist. And I'm like, whatever, I'm not Jewish. And he said, yeah, well, I'm Japanese. Well, we've both made a mistake. It's not obvious I'm not very cultured. Until recently, I thought that Prague was pronounced Prague. And most traveling I've done has been on Carnival cruise ships. That's the way I leave this country. The Walmart of boats. I'm pretty sure the inventor of Carnival cruise ships was just like on a crowded elevator once, and he was just like, we should do this on boats! For weeks at a time. Ichang was talking about not having a dad, which sucks. But I wonder how it compares to having a dad who actively heckles you at stand-up shows. He came to visit, and he was sitting like a couple rows back, and I just told this joke, and he goes, ha! What a sad life! He's like, you were present for all of this. You're actively heckling the life you provided for me. You're heckling your ability as a father, which is fine, you know, he's cool. On that note, I wish I was better at drugs. First time I ever tried weed was in college, and my roommate was just like, oh, if you've never had it, you need to smoke a lot of it in order to feel it. And I was just like, I totally trust you, Arturo. So I smoked so much weed, I don't know the units of measurement, like bowls of it. And I got so high that I thought my teeth were growing. So I kept going to the bathroom, just like, they're definitely getting bigger, I can feel it. And I was just like, Arturo, are my teeth getting bigger? And he was just like, you should definitely keep checking. He also introduced me to Adderall, and because we were in the same class, and he was just like, dude, we'll take this Adderall, we'll study all night, we'll ace this test. And I was just like, I totally trust you, Arturo. So we both took the Adderall. He studied all night, aced his test. I took it, played solitaire for 9 hours, and failed my test. Wish I had a better tag for that. Oh God, I do love crying in movies though. This is a guilty pleasure. For example, have any of you guys ever seen the movie Air Bud? If you haven't, know it's a movie about a dog that's really good at two things, and that's playing basketball and touching hearts. And there's this really sad moment where the owner's trying to get Buddy to run away, and it's like protect him from like this crazy clown person. It doesn't make any sense. And he's just like, Buddy, just leave. I don't love you anymore. And the dog's like, but I only know how to love you. I'm a fucking dog. And I'm crying so much because I hate when bad things happen to animals in movies, but like, you know, who cares about humans? I bawled like a child watching Air Bud. And then I watched Sophie's Choice, and I was like, who cares? Gas them both. Figured Chris Post would like that one. You guys remember the exact moment when you knew if you were like gay or straight or like whatever your preference was? Because I do. It was on the school bus in like 3rd grade. And this kid, Damien, turns around and he's like, hey, David, do you like boys or girls? And I was like, oh God, I knew this question would come someday. And I thought about it, and I was like, okay, well, I recently saw the movie The Mask with Cameron Diaz. It's like, that made me feel pretty weird. Things I'd never felt before looking at Cameron Diaz in that movie. But I had also seen the movie Space Jam, which featured a very sexual animated rabbit in that movie named Lola Bunny, who made me feel those exact same weird things. So I was like, Damien, I'm definitely into girls. Humans, though. I think there should be a Transformer named Amazon Prime. Because when Megatron attacks, everyone's like, oh God, we need help. He says, I'll be there in 2 days. For $8, you're gonna be there tomorrow. And they're like, no. That's it for me, thank you guys.